How's everybody doing out there? This is the Black Effect, the real Black Effect. J. Cole just deaded the rap game. And what I mean by that is the rap game as we know it. It's gotta change, it's gotta evolve, it's gotta become something different. It's gotta become something better, is what it's gotta do. If you wanna base it off talent, let it be based solely off the talent. Not a bunch of politics, not a bunch of street politics, not a bunch of people getting manipulating behind the scenes. Let it be based off of talent, charisma, whatever. Well, whatever the criteria be, let it just be based off the skill alone. And just the quality of the music. Let it be based off the quality of the music you make. You don't see rock stars or rock people who make rock and roll music beefing. You don't see and getting killed, and unless it's by drugs or their own volition. You don't see country and western singers doing none of that. When you see a lot of people, even the people who come into the visitors into the hip hop community, and you know who I'm speaking of, they don't come into, for the most part, they don't come in there and immerse themselves into the beats unless they just, one of the silly ones, one of the ones who don't really make it that far, like a Lil Mozzie or Tekashi or something like that. But for the most part, they'll take the Post Malone route, they'll take the G-Eazy route, the Jack Harlow. They'll try to go and they don't immerse themselves into the street aspect, that toxic aspect of hip hop. But J. Cole apologizing and basically removing his song from the internet and from rotation, or his diss song against Kendrick Lamar. Like, of course, y'all know the story. Kendrick Lamar is supposedly dissing him or talking about him on one song, and he made a little freestyle and whatever that, and he got on stage and apologized, and people is talking about him. Like, a lot of people don't like that, and I understand hip hop heads don't like that, but you gotta understand, man, this is this is not a game. Like, this is why people have got killed over this. This is just words matter. And it's back and forth. It don't have to always be competition in the fact of battling, like battle rap. That's why I never really got into battle rap, because you got one dude, it's like perpetuating something, but not really doing that. That's why rap gets synonymous with wrestling, and you see wrestlers and rappers they've been synonymous for in a symbiotic in this relationship for a long time. Rappers and wrestlers, you've seen them cross over with each other for a long time. Master P was on WCW. You had Lil Wayne recently was at WrestleMania. That's how it is. Meek Mills, you heard him talking, this is how, and the reason why is because they both are similar. You cannot be a rapper like these rappers have been and talking about you moving a coat, even like Future doing, talking all that crazy talk and not living like that. I mean, you can't be talking like that and actually doing it actively, because the fact of the matter is those two things don't go, they polar opposites. If you trying to do dirt, you're not talking about it like that. You're not the one doing it. And there's a bunch of stories. It's like a character build up, and like how wrestlers get lost in their character sometimes when they off air or off, not on show, on road. Rappers do that too, and that's time to change that. You ain't gotta play no character. Just let rap be like an art form or whatever. Like, you should be able to just bust your raps and be yourself. You ain't gotta put on it don't matter if you from no street or environment. And again, with J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick Lamar, that pretty much it just deaded the whole momentum of all of that. Now a black man looks stupid coming at another black man, unless he didn't slap your mama, unless he didn't shout at your mama or shot, kill somebody in your family or something like that. And if that's the case, that's not supposed to be handled and glorified on wax, because what you do within, you got to understand, life and death is in the power of the tongue. This is in the Bible, and the reason why is because that's the truth. And the same thing with these sexy reds and what's going on now. You see that as a man, you should look at that and see how it works with the women. They say they may be talking about, oh, I ain't no role model, I ain't doing this, but look at who is buying into that stuff. The little girls is buying into it now. So it is affecting the house. It is affecting people. It is affecting kids. That's who they market it to, the youth. The older people got too much wisdom to, you know what I'm saying? Even though you have like old, too played out aunties and people, grandmas trying to listen to that stuff, for the most part, it's the youth who they promote it to. And it causes this vicious cycle. Now you get more baby mamas than ever, more women dressing crazy than ever, following 304s. Then women used to follow no 304s, man. So you gotta understand that. But again, people was clowning J. Cole, but the right thing to do is always the hardest thing to do. It's a lot of more people clowning him than I think support him, But that pretty much, that's it. You're gonna still have like a few people, like you had A$AP Rocky just recently try to, talk about Drake and Chris Brown or something like that. I don't know. These dudes is all, they all, like I said, is in some trying to keep up this toxic form of hip hop. It's basically like love. It's basically like, now, again, it's like a male soap opera, man. It's like the form of WWE. I really do mean that. Rap and WWE. But see, it's time to, J. Cole just was the first. It's time to elevate this into something else, to where you can sustain this, where you can sustain rap. Rap should never be in a drill rap state, or in a gangster rap, like gangster rap took over. That should never be at the forefront of hip hop or anything, or music or black culture. That should never be at the forefront of black culture, where we celebrate murder, drug dealing, killing, whoremongering, whores, hooch, all of that. And in battle rap, you basically simulating you killing another man and you doing something to another man, but you ain't doing nothing. That's WWE. You understand that? So we, like, if it don't matter what age you are, that's done with. Like, we see that as being corny. We see that as being foolish. And we see that as holding us all back. So I gotta salute J. Cole. I'm gonna be honest, I'm on the side of saluting him, man. The Lord say turn the other cheek at the end of the day. And don't get me wrong, but I'm also a person who's a fan, a long time student, fan, and participator in hip hop. So I get the fact of competition and things like that. Dude, he put out his song, he put it out, he showed you that whatever it was, and I didn't really, of course, no, people didn't really like that, but still, he put it out, and then he told you that just wasn't something that he felt in his spirit. He told you the truth. So me personally, like I said, I don't even see no point. None of this stuff is really that important anyway. Y'all need to be just moving. All these dudes is like got the most. Y'all need to be focused on other things. Focus on helping people, doing something, man, positive. Cause God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? To have influence and these and money and millions of dollars for some of y'all, and so just be happy with your blessings, bro, and quit with this WWE stuff. But hey, again, I salute J. Cole, and I think that's gonna change. That's gonna create a huge change in hip hop. So with that being said, this your man and the culture, at the same time. It's gonna show you that, for black men, like this is, and people, some people like, well, they not gonna register this right now because they not there yet. They not gonna register, that what's cool about what he did, or is it, J. Cole, even like because he's also not like one of their favorite rappers. Now, if a Future or somebody did this, that would be like a radical thing to just be resonating throughout the hip hop world, or or Drake did that, but with him, people kind of expect that, him to take the higher road and stuff like that. But still, it's not who the person is, it's the action. It shows you that hip hop needs to mature and evolve, just like the culture, men and women. You understand? And that's just that. With that being said, this is Nico B, Black Effect. I'm gone.